I welcome all of you on platform of Europedia Education, and today I'm going to discuss with you something which is called NIRF ranking. You know, the ranking given by Ministry of HRD for various colleges and institutes in India. That is specific to that. And I will also be discussing with the QS ranking, that is the global universities ranking, little bit with you to get an idea, because that is also one of the options with the many of us. Like now students have options to pursue higher education in India through exams like GATE and all, and they have options to pursue higher education abroad also, something like GRE, TOEFL, IELTS, or none of these. So they are the options. You know, we need to explore all the options, so we should have a holistic vision of what are the various universities, what is the ranking, and what are the opportunities with us. With that thing in mind, you know, Europedia has started giving you a lot of information. In fact, we'll initiate the series of basically many videos where we will be exploring various options of higher education in foreign universities also, because season of admission in IIT starts in March, and in foreign universities we need to prepare to start the classes in September. So season in India starts in June, July, and foreign university starts in September. For that, we should have some idea about the universities, and at the same time, what we think, what Europedia thinks, the top institutes, 5 institutes in India, top 5 to 10 colleges in India. That also I'm going to discuss with you. So let's start with the India's ranking given by Ministry of HRD last year. That ranking was, you know, on the basis of these parameters. You know, NIRF ranking is given, that is called National Institutional Ranking Framework. This is basically initiative of Ministry of HRD, and this is based upon these parameters. So teaching, learning, and resources parameters, what is the student strength including doctoral students, how many PhDs are there, what is the publication. So on these parameters, these rankings are given. And I will tell you, the Europedia ranking, what we give is purely on the basis of what is the placement we are going to get, what are the job related courses we can think of, whether if I pursue this course in this IIT, whether I'll get job opportunities outside, what is the branding of this particular course, what are the higher education opportunities available. तो हम लोग उसकी डायरेक्शन में बात करेंगे. So NIRF ranking का ये parameters है. इस पैरामीटर के बेस पे these are the colleges, and I am discussing with you NIRF ranking for engineering colleges only as of now. So NIRF ranking जो जून 2020 में दिया गया था, this was given in last year June. Maybe this is this year also they will come out with. So NIRF ranking में these are the institutes: IIT Madras, Delhi, Bombay, Kanpur, Kharagpur. Then comes Roorkee, Guwahati, triple IIT, IIT Hyderabad. Then NIT Tiruchirappalli and Institute of Technology Indore. So 3, 3, 6, 3, 9, 10. So what are the top 10 engineering colleges? In that one NIT comes, that is Tiruchirappalli. That is one NIT, one the new IITs may Hyderabad is there, Indore is there, right? So this is how the ranking is given. But as I told you, these are the parameters on the basis of this ranking is given. Other 20 colleges, you can see these are the other 20 colleges, and then you keep on going, so you will keep on finding these are the top colleges, the list of basically top 50 colleges. So you can see this and you can understand NIRF ranking. Now on the basis of placement, let me tell you what we think in Europedia on the basis of my so many interaction with the students. You know, this question I ask students on these parameters: tell me placement, tell me career options. When I say career options, it includes that if I join master's course in this college, what is the opportunity I'm going to get PhD abroad, collaboration PhD or something like that, or I'm going to basically get a really good job, which is placement only, or a reference of the professors to pursue higher education abroad. What are the opportunity, how is the teaching in that college, are the teachers teaching nicely, or what kind of opportunities we have, labs कैसी हैं, और ambience कैसा है, learning ambience कैसा है, इन parameters के base पे. And what is the survey done? Survey is telephonically, my own students. So when I call them and I discuss with them, okay, can you tell me the top 5 NITs, can you name top 5 NITs? So on an average जो मेरे पास score top 5 NITs का आया, that is this. And many of you keep on asking कि sir which are the top 5 NITs? So let me tell you, on the basis of our survey in Yourpedia, these are the top 5 NITs. Tiruchirappalli, Warangal, Surathkal, Rourkela, Calicut. These are the top 5 NITs across the length and breadth of entire survey I had with different branch of students. And these are the top 5 IITs where people are basically students say okay job अच्छा मिल जाएगा, branding अच्छा है, this is how they say. I'm taking IISc out of it. IISc Bangalore I'm taking out of it because IISc no doubt is the best institute for higher education research के लिए, but IISc का focus is not on placement. They don't focus on placement. जिस भी student से मैं बात करता हूँ placement का scenario क्या है, he becomes silent. He never criticized IISc. Nobody I got student कि IISc अच्छा नहीं है. Everybody says sir यहाँ से job मिल ही जाना चाहिए, कोई trouble नहीं है. लेकिन focus is not on placement. So I'm comparing only IITs. So what are the top 5 IITs and what are the top 5 NITs? This is the comparison you can think of. So Kanpur and Kharagpur I have taken at par only. Both are at the same level, and then these are the analysis on the basis of. So if you ask me, sir, ये आपने ranking कैसे बनाया? Students से पूछ के. कितने students? 100 of students. In fact, I ask everyone my own experience and my more than 10 years in IT system. So and this particular thing, this is the parameter. So NIRF ranking is given by Ministry of HRD. This is related to placements, etc. And then comes top QS ranking of global universities. So QS ranking में the top universities, and why I'm showing you now this, because many of the students are saying कि सर हमें September batch में जाना है, हमें अभी बताओ हमें September batch में जाना है, and soon I'm going to start the series here on Yourpedia. Those of you who want to go for MS or PhD abroad, what are the requirements, how it is to be done. The way we have done it for India's universities in India through GATE and all, same thing we are going to do for global universities also. Yourpedia is going to do that for global universities also. So MIT, Stanford, Harvard, California Institute of Technology, Calitech, it is called, University of Oxford in UK, then ETH Zurich, that is Switzerland, then University of Cambridge, again UK, Imperial College London is a very prestigious college, University of Chicago, UCL, then again National University Singapore, Princeton University, Nanyang Technical University. So NUS and NTU. Many students say कि sir NUS में तो GATE के through भी लिखा हुआ है उन्होंने कि through they GATE also they take it. But उन्होंने लिखा है, but as per our finding, they do not induct you through GATE. They ask you for GRE. And believe me, GRE, TOEFL, IELTS are easier than GATE exam. That is what they say. And then this is the list I'm giving you of 50 colleges, 50 top colleges globally in different basically countries. And forget about top 50, forget about top 100, even forget about top 200. Indian universities are beyond that. तो ये बहुत बड़ा एक debate का कारण है that why Indian universities including IIScs and reputed IITs, इंडिया का इतना ज्यादा टैलेंट है. इंडियन technocrats are so famous. I mean, Indian technocrats are globally famous, I can say, but still Indian universities are not among top 100 or something. So why Indian universities, why research institutes are not among top 100? There's a very big question of debate in India कि ऐसा क्यों है? Why are we not in position to create world-class universities? India is such large country, second most populated nation in terms of technocrat, space research में देखो where we have reached and all these things, but yes, top 100 QS ranking में हम लोग नहीं हैं. That is the thing. And one more thing I would like to tell you, it is easier, far more easier to enter into top 100 universities globally than to enter into IITs. It is easier even for MS and PhD. And when I say this thing, many of you will not even believe. You will say okay ये वैसे ही फेंक रहा है. But only thing is BTech to MS, obviously money will be invested because आपका फीस लगता है, आपका खर्चा आएगा. Only thing is because we are in India, even $1,000 for us is not like 1,000 rupees, it is like 75,000 rupees. So that is the reason it is very costly for us. And hence pursuing MS abroad is not difficult, but it is costly. Doing PhD after MS is neither difficult nor costly. That is the only thing. But many students of late have asked me, sir, we want to go somehow for MS only. So tell us some opportunities in US, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, English speaking countries, UK, and European countries, which are non-English speaking countries also. We want to go there. And I was comparing like a non-sponsored candidate, non-gate qualified candidates. They are spending, let's say, 12 to 15 lakh in institutes like Triple IT Hyderabad or BITS Plani or something. So similar expenditure पे they can land up in similar or थोड़ा सा ज़्यादा expenditure पे they can land up in foreign universities also. So I will make that kind of detailed analysis. Anyhow, this was just like glimpse to be given to you, and I think we should think of globally rather than Indian specific only, that these are the institutes IIT system only I am to enter. We should think of top 200 universities also in which IITs do not land up. So top 200 universities globally, it is easier for us to enter, though it may be costly for us. So those who can afford it, we may try for that, because it is not a difficult thing. GRE is not as, I'll say, difficult as GATE exam is. There's nothing technical in that, and like GATE score, very high GATE score is not required to enter into some course in IITs or something. Similarly, not very high GRE score is also required. Only thing is you need to hit and try, and you have to find the proper departments. That is all you have to do. Anyhow, I have just discussed these rankings with you. I hope it will help you to make some decision for you, and for higher education, to take admission in higher education. I'll keep on coming with more such information. Keep watching. Thank you.